What's this? Bunny doll showing her face? Yes, I did, and I look horrible right now, but I don't know. I just came back. I did make a video, me unboxing 2 figurines, but I did it on my phone because I needed just somewhere to prop up I wanted to prop up my Chromebook, but I didn't have anywhere, so I used my phone thinking, hey, I'll send this to myself. Sorry. But that didn't really work out. What time is it? Yeah. So, don't mind how crusty I look if you didn't even see me. But yeah, I couldn't because it was too much. It was too long. But yeah, I got Toga no Chaco. Sorry if you hear things. But we're gonna do what do I want to do? Story time. Story time. How we're just gonna do story time about this one kid in my school that is really annoying, does anything for attention. You get it. I forgot some stories, but sorry if there's a lot of shadow, but we're gonna name this kid what are we gonna name this kid? Mineta. Yeah, Mineta. If you know, you know. So Mineta, I met him in 3rd grade. And I'm trying to remember. When I first met, I was a social butterfly. I was very social. You know, I was still young. Everything's changed now, but I would talk to my classmates, anyone really, and he was like, I forgot what he said. It's been a while. Sorry. But he's like, hey, I have a crush on you. Do you want a date? I was like, sure. Because as a kid, you can't comprehend your feelings yet. So it's like, oh, he likes me. I guess I like him too. I didn't. And whenever, we didn't really do anything because we're in 3rd grade, but I think he would just say, yeah, Bunny's my girlfriend, you know, that type of stuff. That's all he would really do. And as a kid, it's like, yeah, he's my boyfriend, etc. You know, just a kid. Kid things, but sorry, I'm trying to make myself look okay. But sorry if I'm being yeah, a lot. Oh yeah, this is technically a face reveal, but where was I? Yeah, whenever it was recess, he'd this is really awkward. That's why I'm like this. No one's gonna watch this anyway. If you do, thank you. I'm trying to post content kind of like those people that just post about their life. For example, no longer human _77. I've been watching them a lot. But yeah, during recess, I'd go to play with my friends, I think. Yeah, me and my friends just play tag, hide and seek, I don't know, I can't remember. And then he'd be like, no, you're gonna play with me. You're gonna play with me. and all we'd really play was tag. That's all. It's like, then as a kid, I was like, I don't really want to. I want to play with my friends. It's like, he's like, no, you're gonna play with me. Let's play tag. I was like, okay, bro. I don't fully remember what I said. It's been a while. So, at a point, I think either I or he, like, we broke up. I think I maybe told him. Sorry if my grammar is horrible. I have horrible grammar. But, so, yeah, he was upset about that. But I think during 3rd grade still, yeah. I think it was after we broke up, maybe like weeks after, in the lunchroom, after we finished, there was 3 3rd grade classrooms, I think, or 2, but we have, like, it's hard to see things. So, like, see those drinks? One, there was only, like, 2 tables for the lunchroom, so my line was right here of everyone getting ready to leave. It was against the wall. Then there was one in the middle, I think one over here. So I was over here, I was, like, near the end. And he, like, comes up to me, and he turns around, and he, like, it's so hard to describe it, but we're wearing clothes, don't worry, we're in school. So, this is me. Here. Okay. This pen, that's him, this is me. I'm civil. So, I'm right here. I'm against the wall, so I'm, like, kind of leaning a little bit, but he comes over, turns around, and leans, like, moves his butt, whatever you want to call it, toward me, and, like, put it, like, positions it like he's twerking or something against my... He wasn't really twerking, but he put it, like, against my lips. The other lips. So I was freaked out or something. Well, as a kid, I didn't realize how weird that was. Or I did, but I reacted, like, surprised and, like, oh my gosh. But now looking at it, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say what that was. I wouldn't say it's assault, but I don't know. But yeah, like, get him away. Obviously, I think either my friend did, and then I was like, oh my gosh, he did this to me, to my friend or something, but she couldn't make out what I was saying, because he, like, mouthed to people, like, oh my god. So yeah, after that, I told my parents. Oh my god, I remember I was too embarrassed, so I wrote it on sketchbook and handed it to them, and they told his parents, and my dad said that his dad was, like, went up to him, like, I'm really sorry we didn't raise him like that. And yeah, so the next day, guess what he does? He apologizes, but not to me. He apologizes in front of the classroom to me. He doesn't even say what he did. People probably think, oh, he must have, like, pushed her or something. No. In front of the classroom, really, dude? Stupid. And it was, like, embarrassing. Like, in front of the classroom? In front of the classroom. He didn't say what he did, so people probably thought he, like, pushed me or something. Then, he lived, I think I remember he said that he lived close to where I am, and there's a park where I am. Like, giving so much about my... So, I was at the park with my cousin, Midoriya. We're just gonna call my cousin Midoriya. So, me and Midoriya, we were at the park, just hanging out, and he was there. And, like, I think my dad told me, because I forgot about this memory, but I said that he was trying to kiss on me and all that stuff. He was, like, going, like, I was like, oh, I forgot about that. So, yeah. And then my dad told me, yeah, his dad would, like, always park close to my car whenever we would, like, walk out from my school and walk out there. And he'd always, like, try to, like, get you to come over to his house or have a play day and some stuff. And it was like, my dad knew, like, no, I'm not having a kid that, like, put himself against my daughter have a play date. Because he knows he doesn't want anything to happen. W, father. W. So, yeah, I didn't know about that, but, yeah. Then his dad got an attitude with my dad. Like, getting all, like, you got a problem? Yes. Like, he's so dense. Can you not get a hint? And my dad, he's a really kind of guy, so he didn't want to be, like, mean, obviously. But after that, the more I grew up, I didn't hear much of him. I remember there was, like, sorry, alarm. But, yeah, apparently there was something going on, like, I think he was in 5th grade, and apparently people are saying that he was dating, like, a 3rd or 2nd grader. I don't know how real that is, cause Mineta, that's what we're calling him. Mineta, like, unless I said his name on here, if so, I don't care, he's annoying. I hate him. So, Mineta would, like, where was I? Yeah, Mineta would, like, do anything for attention. So, yeah. After that, I didn't hear much of him. But then, after I left elementary school, sorry, like, itchy. But, moving on to elementary school, I don't remember much about him in 6th grade, but I'm realizing how edgy I look in this lighting. Clock strikes 12. Midnight arrives, but, yeah, I don't think I remember anything in 6th grade. Maybe, like, a few things. We had this weird friendship. Not really friendship, but I hated him, but then I make sure he's okay because he's diabetic. I didn't really care. Then 7th grade, my friend who we're gonna call Till, because she likes Till, they like Till, yes, alien stage Till. Till would, like, tell me about her class, one of her classes, one of their classes, sorry, and he would always do anything for attention. One time, the teacher was like, what are you doing? And he's like, jerking it. Guess where that led him? He did other things, but I don't remember. Yeah, he'd do anything for attention. Like, one time he said he humped his kitten. Yeah. I hate that guy. I remember he said, yeah, he was talking about me, because he was in one of my classes, and he's like, yeah, she was so cute in 3rd grade. Yeah. And then it was like, he went like, you're a rock star to me. Yeah, I just hate that guy. He falls in love with so many girls. He went up to my friend, we're gonna call her Princess Peach, because she doesn't like, I don't know. She likes the blue-dressed one, I forgot her name. Yeah, Mineta went up to Princess Peach and was like, are you gay? And I think she answered, yeah, I think she is. Just to get him away. I would have done the same. But yeah, he's, like, always super, super annoying. Yeah. He'd be like one of those teachers in 3rd grade. He'd go like, my anger level's up to here. Buddy, no one cares. But yeah, that just leads to me saying I hate everyone in my school. I hate everyone. I might have forgotten some stories about them, but I guess that's good. But yeah, I just hate everyone in my school except my friends, you know. There's people in my school that just hate me for no reason. Like, I get it, I can be loud when I'm with my friends, I guess. I guess that's really annoying. But, like, I don't know. Why do you hate me? My mom said people who don't know someone, they just hate them, and I guess that's me with most of the people in my school, but I have reasons to hate them. I guess people can hate me for being loud and crazy and stuff. That's just with my friends. One girl in my school, she doesn't like me because, well, in 6th grade, I knew her in my gym class, and she seemed pretty nice. I'd be like, hi, she's like, hey, Benny, you know? And then I knew her a little bit because she was one of my other friends' friend. We're gonna call my friend that's friends with her Raven. So Raven was friends with this girl who we're gonna call, I actually forgot her name, but it was really simple. We're just gonna call her Casey, I guess. Yeah, Raven was friends with Casey, and like, she distanced herself from me. It was sad. I was sad. If I'm being honest, I was sad, because I was like wondering, did I do something wrong, or, because we had a lot of things in common, we kind of have the same personality, you know, I just feel like it clicked, you know? And then I'd like go to her sometimes, like, hi, but, yeah, me and Raven just clicked, but I remember getting off track. Yeah, so Casey didn't like me, and I thought we were chill, because, you know, she never, like, outwardly showed any disgust to me. So, and then she was in one of my electives, and I would look at her sometimes to, like, do smile. I was nervous. I was very quiet in that class, because I didn't have many friends in that class, except, like, 2 maybe, or 1, if, I don't know, the other one I just was, like, acquaintance, the other one was kind of friend, you know, in my friend group, but not a lot of friends, so I just, like, sit in that class, and I'd look over to her sometimes and give her a smile, she'd smile back. I don't know if it was because I looked over at her too many times, because I looked at a lot of places if I don't know what to do, or I was bored, but, yeah, I really didn't mean it in, like, a rude way, but I didn't want to look anywhere else, because I was surrounded, like, popular girls, and, like, we were in rows, and I didn't want to look at them, and they would be like, got something to look at? No, I don't want to see your scuba. Literally, one of them did scuba to me. I have no idea why. I don't know if they were doing the trend thinking I would be upset at it. I don't know, but yeah, I'd look at her, smile, because I knew her, she knew me. It was like a calm greeting of acquaintance, or I thought. And then Raven and KC, they had a falling out, so I started talking with Raven again, because she came over to my table sometimes during lunch. We don't really have any classes together, and she's like, hey. I was like so happy, because oh my gosh, I love Raven. Platonically? Yes, I love Raven platonically. You know, it just clicked, you know, like, she understood some of my problems, I understood some of hers. I let her vent to me. Yeah, we just clicked. I love friends who you can click with. And she was like, yeah, Casey wasn't a big fan of you. She really didn't like you. And it's like, why? It's like, I don't know. And like, I don't remember. I think Raven either said she distanced herself from me because Casey said to, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Raven distanced herself from me because she didn't want to upset Casey, which I'm not mad at Raven for that. It'd be awkward, I guess. But, you know, it just baffles me how sometimes people just don't like you for no reason. Like, I hate people in the context is, like, I've seen them with their friends before, and it's like, yeah, but if there's people out there that I know that are nice, or seem nice, or they don't really do anything outwardly wrong, then, or that I don't know of, then I just don't have an opinion on them. But after that, I just don't like anyone. But yeah, that's another thing that baffles me. Like, people just hate you. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. This video is really boring, but I'm trying to, like, do what no longer human underscore 77 does. Not trying to copy her. I just really like their content, kind of binging it for a while, you know, and just like those other content creators that just like, you know, yep, but yeah, it's like so crazy how people don't like you. This is just another reason why I don't like anyone at my school. Like, I remember I was walking, it was during gym and you had the option to walk in the hallway a little bit. It took a while to explain, but not fully away from the gym class. Gym room. And I was, like, walking separated from my friends, because we got separated. And, like, I was walking, and I guess to these, like, group of girls, I looked depressed or sad, I guess. Because usually I have my hair down, I wear, like, a black hoodie. It's my favorite hoodie, it's right over there. It's my favorite. And, like, I think jeans, and they're like, oh my gosh, do you want a hug? And did that little no, I don't want a hug. That's what I wanted to say, but I said no. I hate it when people do that. Then there's one guy in my class, we're gonna call him Gunshot. I've used that name before. He supports Trump, even though I've heard that he's bisexual. He's sexist, and his dad is in jail, so... He dated one of my friends. We're gonna call friends quotation marks. I don't know how to feel about them, honestly. I'm not trying to be rude, but... like, we're gonna call them JC. Not their real name, obviously, but Gunshot dated one of my dated JC, and their relationship was fine, but then JC found out that Gunshot was kind of like flirting in a middle school way he could with her friend. I think they're still friends, like leaning against her and stuff. But yeah, he's just a horrible guy. And one of my classes, electives with Raven, we talked a lot, because I only knew her the most, and comfortable with her. I love Raven. My gosh. I should talk to her again. It's been a while. I haven't talked to anyone a lot during summer. But yeah, he, like, took my notebook. I'm so happy I emptied out my notebook of my drawings later and put them into a different one, but I just had, like, little doodles in there and, like, schoolwork. He took them and, like, brought it over to a group of boys that were, like, really annoying. And this one kid, oh my gosh, named Joseph. I said his name, but I really don't care. I really hate him. I do. He thinks he's all funny, like, I'm so funny. No, you're not. Really, you're not. Yeah. And they, like, I had, like, papers in there because I lost folders and I was, like, too lazy to, like, you know, put them in the folder. So I had, like, school papers in there. They looked through it like they saw, like, weird stuff. They would look through it like they saw, like, I don't know, like cringy, like, doodles or, I don't know, or cringy drawings or something. But no. It's just schoolwork, bro. They were like, oh my gosh. And then they just dropped my notebook and I picked it up. But yeah. Sorry if you hear things in the background. It's annoying. And then one of my new electives. He went behind me. I was like in the back. And there was one more chair behind me because he needed to charge his Chromebook and we were watching a movie. And I remember, like, he kept, like, there was a hole in the seat in the back and he, like, kept putting his foot through it. He knew what he was doing. It's just really annoying. I hate him. I hate everyone in my school. Really annoying. But, yeah. I might end it here because of my dad. But that's all from Bunny Doll. Stay safe. You can vent in the comments if YouTube allows that. Bye. And if anyone I know IRL sees this, I'm doomed.